Funny enough, what a lot of people don't know is that we're both Cape Town boys.
We are.
Talk to me about that rise, though, moving from and leaving your home and coming to what we consider a new frontier, and having to take that craft with you and kind of forge your way it's a music industry, but it's a different music industry to the Cape Town one.
Completely. I think the move, it's a big move for anyone. I think within music it made sense for me. At the same time, Cape Town and Joburg are just so different musically. People feel, coastal cities feel music differently, because you'd find you have a song that works on the coast, but doesn't work in Joburg, and vice versa sometimes. So for me, it was just about coming here and taking some time to absorb the city's energy and music and producers, and I did that.
So you've got Chasing Melodies, then you've got Flight, now you've got Cinema. You've had some great singles in between as part of these albums, as part of the collection. Talk to me about that growth. Where was Chad Saaiman when you put together Chasing Melodies, and where's Chad Saaiman now with Cinema?
For me, Chasing Melodies, it was my first album. I barely had any knowledge about the industry at the time. I had no fans at the time, which means, there was no pressure from outside coming, thinking, I need to make this kind of music. And it was probably the most natural album I could have ever made. And you have that innocence when you start out. And the album was nominated at the Summer Awards in, I think, 2009. And it just shows, without sometimes knowing less and just feeling things naturally is a lot better. And when I got to Cinema, you mature as a man, as a writer, as a singer, and I feel like it's my best body of work.
How do we equate personal growth in the music landscape? How often do you reflect on the personal growth, as you mentioned, as a man and as the artist? Because I do think that when you're living the very public life, people only see one thing. But as an artist, as a person, you've got two sides to your personality.
When you step on stage, for me personally, I'm not 100% the same guy that I was when I was sitting backstage. You'll find sometimes I'm really quiet, chilled. As soon as I get on stage, you come alive, and I think having those two having those two sectors to your life is so important, because it protects your private life at the same time.
Let's talk about Cinema very quickly. Let's talk about this body of work that you say it's the best today. What's the musical journey you want us to go on?
With Cinema, what I did is every single song I tried to create a story like a movie. So it's 3 to 4 minute movies throughout the album. As an artist and songwriter, you feel like you're still creating art, and I've been inspired by cinema so much, by film, and just trying to create audio films, you can call it that. And there are stories of love and life and so many things on the album, so it's really exciting for me to get it out to the people.
So there's a journey here, and you're going to be sitting there, and you're going to be enthralled by the story you're telling. You've also had some personal highlights. I mean, GQ, Destiny Man's, well, not GQ, but Destiny Man's list of most remarkable men under 40. You're working with people that have worked with Michael Jackson. You've been on stage with some of the biggest artists in the country. Just all of that. When you sit back, what's the highlight, or is it too early to play that reel?
There's always a highlight, but I do feel like there's still a lot more that's going to happen. And like in your mind, you always think of the movie, the biopic. So I feel like there's quite a few scenes left in the biopic. I've been blessed, I've gotten to work with a lot of amazing local acts, producers, and also some international, played with Eddie Grant, Tevin Campbell, Phil Fearon, and I just feel like there's a lot more coming our way. For me, there's also a goal to take the music abroad, take the music to Europe, and just get it out there. I don't see why not,
Is this album for lovers? Is this album for single dudes? Is this album for married women? Is this album for little girls that are screaming your name in their bedrooms? Who's this album for?
I think it's the album's for the lovers. The album's also for lovers of music. So there are a lot of musical moments that people will enjoy. The single "Loving You Is Easy" that came out has done quite well. Pretty strong R&B track. I think everyone will find their song, and I think that's the amazing thing for me. And when you release an album versus releasing a single, people will find their song on the album,
For sure.
And that's what I want. I want people to go out, get it on iTunes, and once you know what your song is, just let me know. I always want to know what your favorite song is, because that'll tell me what the next single might be.
Awesome. Quickly, people want to get their hands on the music, they want to download it, interact with you, details?
The album Cinema is available on iTunes at the moment. We'll go into stores a bit later on. They can get it at the shows that I'm doing. I'll be in Cape Town over the festive touring the album.
That's going to be crazy.
That's going to be crazy. So we launch at Coco on the 14th, then Cafe Meow the 18th, and Manenberg's on the 30th. And if they want to connect to me, it's Chad Saaiman on Twitter, Chad Saaiman on Facebook, Chad Saaiman on Instagram.
Yeah, and go and follow him there. I'm not going to advocate that you stalk him. Okay, we're going to leave it there, but we've got loads more performances coming up. I don't want to say young man from this artist. He's be on the show with us a little bit, and you can share your thoughts if you like. Morning Live at SABC.co.za. He's got 2 more performances coming up. We take an ad break. You don't go anywhere.